The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon. In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice. Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a calm-down Verena. Think assertive, with a strong sense of presence. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin. The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine! There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Tadi apaan tuh? Kerja.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as a summary of the file.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what...
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end...
That's true, I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought.
No need for fright. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now. To...
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to...
No need to thank me. Oh, all right. Deoteria, is it?
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. You're such a gent...
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of...
I see. It's as I thought, then. As your god, I did already expect all manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will...
Well, as I understand it, the
Really?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any...
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole... But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just... All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Lama banget ya, Uset, jalan
Lady
kerja
Farina,
lama
here
nih.
are the new trial reports for the latest cases as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that.
Lady Farina, Wait.
Indeed, my dear loyal citizen. This...
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near...
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep... I don't think I let anything slip today. I feel utterly exhausted.
Lah.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deoteria, almost 20...
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings... What is...
Are you crying?
Uh-huh. Oh, really now? I did... This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of you.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries, but there's not even a sliver of hope. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are...
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes, and if to that is in its entirety. She's right. I could confide in her, but if things don't play out as expected, no, Farina. But what if it's really all right? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just that is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows. Surely, if you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it. Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well.